Hi, welcome back everybody to Tony's Top Tips Workshop. Another bit of short video on the LC40. It was something that started to eat away at me that I had no control over, and that is the flashing of the firmware. I'd said in the previous videos that I was fine with and happy with being able to flash it on all the PCs that I have, barring the main one, which is this one that I'm going to show you in a minute, which controls quite a number of things in the workshop: the Pro machine, the X2 D1, and various printers and other CNCs, because I do the software on. So I thought, I don't like not being able to flash the firmware. It's a problem, and it's a problem that I haven't been able to solve until today. So I hope the video is going to help people. It certainly wasn't all my doing of sorting the problem out. A gentleman on Facebook had mentioned something, but had a viewer on YouTube, and he got in contact with me. He wanted to flash his firmware and he was having problems. I said, I've learned that you've got to have a clean COMS3, no other connection to that COMS3 port whatsoever, and you can flash it. However, I had a clean COMS3 port on the mainframe computer here, and it still wouldn't flash. But I wasn't unduly worried because I used the light burn anyway. I would have liked it so I can just flash back to use the rotary instead of messing around like it's somebody does on YouTube. Everybody's choice, but anyway, this gentleman got back to me and he said, didn't cure it, but I have cured mine, and he passed the information what he'd done, and he'd gone through the other comms ports on his device manager and made sure that there was nothing using any of the pathway for COMS3. And he's got it to work. So I have passed that on with his permission to other people. I haven't had feedback yet, but anyway, so I came down here today and I'll just show you exactly what I did. So I'll switch over to the PC. Right, here we are at the PC. As I said previously in the start to the video, I was having problems. All my PCs, my laptops, everything, I can flash the LC40 with COMS3 available. But I've that many things connected to this PC, which runs the CNC Pro that I have, the professional one, and X2 and other things and printers that I didn't want to start. I wasn't particularly bothered if I couldn't flash the firmware through this PC, but I thought I'll give it a go and see if I can solve the problem. It might help other people out there. Well, I have solved the problem. Excuse me. As you can see on the screen there, I'm in Device Manager there, and you must open your Device Manager and then look for your ports. When the LC40 is connected, that's what you will see there: USB CH340 COM3, as I previously said in the other videos. Now, that there's no other nothing else connected to COMS3. It is clean for the LC40, and it's set for the correct baud rate and everything. So I knew that was right, and I thought, but it still would not allow me to connect. So I looked at what was on the ports, and lo and behold, I have communications port COMS1, printer port LPT1. Right, so what I did was, if you can see that little symbol at the side, I just double clicked on them, I went up to port settings to have a look. Driver, details, event, resources. That seemed all fine, and I did that on both of them. And then what I did was I went right clicked on the port. I went down and I disabled. There's one for, it says there now enable device. So what it'll say that because I've disabled it. So I disabled it, and you get that little mark at the side of it telling you it's disabled. And I did that with the LPT1. Disabled that. You can always enable them. There's not a problem. Obviously something's connected to comms 1, but it is a pathway on your PC that's been used. If you want to look at it like that. Anyway, I did that. Went out of it. Put the LC40 into flashing mode, which is a little black button while the machine's off. Press and hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and then press the on button, and then release them both. Lo and behold, I then went into flash back to the original firmware. Straightforward, it did it. I then switched the machine off. Press the little black button in again, 3 to 5 seconds, switch the machine on, release them both. Then I flash back to GRBL. It works perfectly. So that's, and I mean, it wasn't me that's discovered this really. Credit where it's due. It was due to a gentleman, one of my viewers that I'd been in contact with, and I was telling him how I got it to work on the other machines, having a clean comms 3. Well, he had a clean comms 3, but he still couldn't get it to work, and then he went through it and systematically disabled the other comms ports that were in operation, and it worked. Now I have put that and sent it on to other people, and it works. So that is obviously the cure. It shouldn't be like that. It should be able to flash. If you've got it on comms 3, it should flash. But hence, that's the way Saying Smart's done it. You know, I'm not in agreement with that. I think it's a good machine, but to have a hiccup like that when people use Lightburn, and then like me now, I can flash back to the rotary without bringing my laptop down. So anyway, that's just a short video, and obviously I've cured it. Right, back again. Well, I hope that that video was useful to people. It's not, as I say, it's only going to be a short video. It's one of those, some people might let it go. I can't. I knew there was a problem, and why it was occurring on this machine I couldn't quite grasp when it had a clean comms 3. And as you saw in the video, I just disabled comms 1, which communications port, and I disabled the printer port LPT1, and lo and behold, I can flash backwards and forwards. Not a problem. I've done it. I've used the rotary in original firmware, and I flash back to Lightburn, and it's back on Lightburn now and up and running. So it proves that, I didn't cure it on my own, as I said previously. A gentleman on Facebook, and more so YouTube, one of my viewers, really put me in the right direction as to solving the problem. So I do thank him, and as I say, we all learn, and this is what I make the videos for. I get great feedback, and the feedback helps me as well, because some problems that I've run into, people's corrected me with it, and I've gone down their road of solving the problem, and it's worked. So keep the comments coming. I love to read them, and I do answer everybody. I don't miss anybody out. I reply to everybody. It might take me a bit of time, but I do reply to everybody. So as I say, I hope you've enjoyed the video and it's been useful to you. So don't forget, like and subscribe, because that makes my day. And as I always say, until next time, be safe, be careful out there. Bye for now.